5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Ooh, that is some hot chili you're serving up down there. Better retreat! Retreat!
Death.
Alliances turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
Bonk, bonk, bonk! That is what you sound like! I like your moves. I like your style.
Alliances turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
Bonk, bonk, bonk! That is what you sound like!
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, let's do this!
Alliances turn to pick.
Ooh, that is some hot chili you're serving
10
up down there.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Shadow Demon.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Bonk, bonk, bonk! That is what you sound like! Bonk, bonk, bonk! That is what you sound like!
Radiant team ban.
Night Stalker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
It's actually a pretty good counter to Night Stalker. So if you get that demonic purge onto him, it stops his ability to quickly move throughout the fight, and it puts him into one place, which removes the whole skill set of Night Stalker. But then, of course, if SD's in position, disruption, you can save the hero at Night Stalker's going on. It's like a two-sided battle, but it's exciting to see how the SD Night Stalker will fare in this game. Who has momentum?
Yeah, for sure, because either hero could do very well. Like Shadow Demon positioned well could disrupt him completely, while on the other hand, Night Stalker with a Blink Dagger can just get on this backline, Shadow Demon control him, and make sure there's no saves coming out on this side. So it's just going to be about how Night Stalker plays this game, when he hits his timings, when he decides to go for that blink, if at all.
And now they're having to secure the Night Stalker lane. Ban out Luna, ban out the Nika Baby Wraith King, because they can just pair, some AA plus Wraith King, some Grim Wraith King, and be able to win the lane.
These bans make sense so far. On the side of Alliance, they just ban out Storm Spirit because they don't really particularly have any instant stuns. He can zip out of Arena, he can jump on the backline Shadow Demon with Night Stalker. They ban PA for similar reasons, can blink out of Arena and also kill this backline. So they target a particular type of hero and they take it out.
It's also the fact that it's so hard to play when you're Night Stalker running at you, and then there's some additional dude who's also available to kill you. That is so scary. The question is, do they go 3 for 3, potentially banning out like a Quap or something as well?
Tickles bans out Luna, Troll, and Wraith King. Luna and Troll make a lot of sense because you want your Night Stalker to have the best lane possible. The Wraith King ban is a little bit more interesting to me because, yeah, Alliance have played it historically so far this DPC. They actually played it, I think, 2 times in their first series. Not to effectiveness, but it's still a hero that they like to play. But that implies that they're going to be looking for something with a big cooldown.
It's also
There's no reason.
But like the heroes they have right now are pretty bad against Wraith King. Like Snapfire, like if you ultimate him, it's like, he's got second life. Night Stalker as well. You want to, when you lock onto the hero, you want to feel confident that you've punished that mispositioning. And with kind of Wraith King, it simplifies the game where they can kind of offer him up to be that food with defensive. So I can see it's more like Tickles. They want to play this timing, like 15, 20 minutes, where they can run with confidence around the map and just play their heroes rather than having to think, guys, let's smoke, but let's dodge this hero. So again, it's more of like a respect to Alliance, and also they really want to hit this timing in the mid game.
Enchantress.
What does that tell us? Is that prepping for
Celery
Beastmaster?
respect, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
So
celery?
he's laughing, he knows. He's like, boys, look at the respect they gave me.
It's not just respect, but also this hero is very effective against Treant Protector because she can purge off living armor, which makes the more difficult heroes to kill early game a lot less easy to do so. So it definitely fits into this ban, but he's really happy about that. They got me.
They also
no, what can I
deny
play?
Pickett the Treant Protector because, I mean, sure, we've seen Hanskin play Treant also, but Celery plays it a whole lot. One of his favorites, I believe, at the moment.
Yeah, it's just one of those heroes where you play your lane, you might rotate around the map a little bit, but then you eventually just park yourself in that safe lane, pushing out the waves relentlessly, keeping tower alive. It's just, again, it's just a nuisance.
So far, Alliance are struggling a little bit in terms of damage later on in the game. They really do need to pick some kind of bursty hero, some kind of thing that will unlock Mars's team fight potential later on. So that definitely needs to be corrected with the upcoming core picks.
It just feels like it's going to be an Alliance quap. You know, now there's a Razor as well. Team Tickles is probably just going to be putting that. Let's see the other pick. I wouldn't be surprised if that's just safe lane, but yeah, like you mentioned, the lack of damage right now, Alliance, they have really good defensive control, where if they're in the right position at the right time, they can punish the aggression of Tickles, playing underneath objectives, vision, and towers. But if they run out into the open, they're going to get glimpsed back if they're out of place. They get Night Stalker jumped, Razor coming, like it's so hard, and Razor naturally just buys BKB, gonna have a great time. So right now for Alliance, they either have to fully subscribe to push out lanes and wait for them to come and fight us at an objective, or they pick up a mid and carry that can kind of set the pace of the game.
Yeah. We mentioned earlier before the game, we mentioned Supreme doing very good on his Queen of Pain generally. Is this still a Queen of Pain game, or is the Disruptor Night Stalker combo too annoying to deal with?
It's annoying for sure, and if they hit that timing, it's going to be very, very difficult to play into. Team Tickles doesn't necessarily have stuns, but they do have heroes that run you down, heroes that chase you, heroes that are going to impose their presence on you regardless of that. So picks like Quap can be scary, and for similar reasons, a pick like Shadow Fiend can be scary. And yes, they do pair it up with a save hero in Shadow Demon and a save hero in Treant Protector. So there is a backup here for SF. Yep. And we've actually seen Nico Baby play this on the safe lane.
In that case, it was combined with an Invoker for Supreme.
I'd love it to be the safe lane here, just because you then have 3 Shadow Fiend in safe lane. It's going to be pretty resilient. Night Stalker doesn't really kill in the lane unless you're out of position, and you're like, I mean, really out of position. So this will give Shadow Fiend that entry to the game, and it's the fact that we just mentioned the idea that Tickles wants to fight you in open space. If Alliance now has a core that can go, you know, BKB, Satanic Skadi if the game goes well enough, he himself can now stand and A-click in these open areas and unlock the rest of the heroes to start moving out into the map. So I'd love to see this carry.
And by the way, if this is safe lane Shadow Fiend, I do want to shout out Nico Baby, because he was the only safe lane SF we saw get a level and raise on lane. It was a very unusual skill build.
When you say unusual, do you mean that in a positive light or a non-positive light?
The unusual part was him not having full presence of the Dark Lord by level 18 because he was just skilling stats. That part was a little bit weird, but I think it worked out. He just got 1 point in raise to secure range creeps on a lane where he was heavily contested. So that's a different take to a hero that we've seen be pretty one-dimensional so far in that role.
Honestly, I'm a fan of seeing at least 1 point in raise, because it's like if you just go all passives, what's that mana doing? You're going to be 100% mana the entire laning phase.
Yeah, but one level raise doesn't help you like in team fights. It's just a range.
Oh, it's just
it's a range creep. So I'm getting.
That's so important though. A tasty range creep. That XP.
They ban out the Queen of Pain themselves. Alliance does. We still have a couple of spirits in the pool. With the Ember and the Void, of course, if Team Tickles wants to go for a mid laner that is a mid laner that might be able to jump people.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
think Kunko is a very great ban by Team Tickles. It would have
5
filled everything
seconds
that
remaining.
Alliance needed in their draft, and it would have stabilized them mid-game, while SF might be a little bit vulnerable. And the Lina, I don't like it so much, but yeah, it does make sense. It's just extra burst damage with Mars and very strong laning mid.
Invoker for Boom.
Yeah, that's going to be... This is some... Win the lanes, get a BKB on Razor, and just keep running at your enemy. If Alliance, if they waste an Arena, if they waste an Overgrowth, SF is slightly, equal on farm.
10
This could be
seconds
difficult.
remaining.
So the question is for Alliance, do they opt for a very defensive style of hero that can
5
also just push out
seconds
waves
remaining.
and get this point of the game, or get a bit more of a killer?
Yeah, and this Wex Invoker is just going to get that early Vessel and just run around happily with his Night Stalker and his Snapfire. There's just going to be a lot of chaos around the map. The one thing Tickles does lack outside of instant stuns would just be tower damage, but that's going to be corrected later on in the game as Invoker gets more levels. But early on, Quasex Invoker doesn't really threaten towers, neither does Razor. They're probably just going to have to win fights in certain areas and just do like a mass push, especially when they're playing against Treant Protector. Not having tower damage versus Treant Protector is going to be a little bit annoying by way of their lane control. So that's something that Alliance have going for them here.
This Ember Pit's kind of interesting because, of course, in Invoker, people are like, but you can purge the Flame Guard in laning phase. But no. It's
How do they sound? Do they? What?
It's kind of like a South Park version.
It was.
Switch chat. I don't know why I did that, but anyway. So yeah, it's more like Ember Spirit. It's the idea that because when you have limited lockdown and spells, Ember is one of the best heroes at running deep into an area, going, hey, come and catch me. If they waste the spells and he resets, it unlocks the rest of his team to take that secondary fight. So I'm looking for Supreme to play with the confidence of, like the
10
BZMs, the
seconds
Thompsons,
remaining.
like these lads, where they're just in your face, tanking a couple spells, getting out,
5
and then
seconds
you
remaining.
group all the lads together and go again. So it's a really fun pick for unlocking the lack of being able to take these cheaper fights. So yeah, it's pretty cool, but you got to go through laning phase and play with that confidence.
So I think Alliance have the better scaling draft, to be honest. And I think that if this game goes late, they should have it in the bag, especially just because Tickles does not have that tower damage to be as threatening as they want to be. But if they do get run over by Tickles' mid-game timing and they're just heroes that are going to be in your face the whole time, and if they don't play around that well, I can see them losing this game.
I'm just, it's one of those things where like Alliance has the heroes to do it. If they can maybe get Nika Baby away from the Razor so that you don't have that link at the start of the fight, because that's the fight's over. If the Razor gets on Shadow Fiend and you're running away the entire fight, done. So if Nika Baby's in the right position, I can see some mid-game fights going their way, but early on it's kind of damage control,
Yeah.
Don't get overwhelmed, don't have that feel small, play a slower game, then get ready to, hit hard.
All right.
Yeah.
So both of you are feeling like Alliance has got a little bit of an edge in the draft if they don't get too far behind
so
in the
well,
lane.
though.
I know, that's their forte. Their strength is in the laning stage.
Yeah.
They are known to come out swinging, and it's good that we've got our right commentary team for two teams that are going to swing at each other. It is over to Jeeves and Jenkins.
All right, thank you very much, Shiver. Jenkins, what do you think? Do you think we're going to be in for a hot one here?
Yeah, I think this looks good. I mean, I like the Alliance draft. It looks like a very new meta draft.
Prepare
They
for
have
battle.
SF carry.
Yeah, before that SF came out, I was a little bit worried. No, when the SF came out, before the pick Supreme's Ember Spirit, I was a little bit worried. I was like, I don't know how good this is going to be, but yeah, it's that safe lane SF that we've seen so much of. And the combination, I love the combination of SF plus Mars. I think it's such a great combo setup. You get the Arena down, you get the ult off, and bam, bam. And then you got the Overgrowth as well. Should be pretty good on the Treant Protector. Gives them some kind of team fight potential.
Yeah, there's a lot of frontlining for SF this game. Even Ember, just a hero that can go in and get stuff done. Because I feel like Mars and Treant are some sort of frontline, but they don't necessarily start the fight, right? That's usually you want a Spirit to go in and do some crazy shit, and then all of a sudden the counter initiators come in. So SF is he's happy in this game. I really like the SD. I feel like people started picking this hero as
30
a
seconds to
response to Spirit Breaker, and then people just started realizing this hero is just really good in general.
Yeah, since they changed his poison to not be purgeable, I think that really kind of elevated the hero, but it never really got to see that elevation manifesting in picking, right? Whereas, yeah, you get the bubble up on the disruption on the Spirit Break. It's also super good versus Razor. It's one of the things that you can hold Razor in place and make some space between you to break that link,
Yeah,
and it won't break its link on its own, but
The battle
it will
begins.
will allow you to make some space between it.
Yeah, there's a lot of heroes that need to be kited in Dota right now. So I do like this draft from Alliance, but then again, on the side of Team Tickles, they've got some they've got some staple heroes for themselves. They have the Boom Invoker. Ace has been playing Night Stalker in basically every game that they've played in this tournament so far, so they're definitely comfortable. They've also got the Tricore setup, where none of them are really like that traditional late game carry, but if any of them have a good start, Invoker, Night Stalker, Razor, like they all can go into the late game and come out swinging.
I mean, it does feel like they've got incredible early game and also easy Roche potential, right? You get the Granny with a little bit of minus armor there. Yep. It's going to allow and enable, you know, like 20-minute Roche answer.
Alacrity as well, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What do we got on these couriers? Gen.
A little bit of a pause.
Yeah.
Downtown, we got Nico Baby. He's
classic. Yes, the classic. Supports buying all of the regen.
Oh yeah, they're all. Oh, look, here's a Shadow Flame, not a single tango. Yeah,
great stuff, core players. Really good stuff.
Now, as a core player, I've been trying to do this myself.
I hate this.
For some reason, my position 4s and 5s, they don't really seem too keen to buy me all the regen.
You know, let me tell you something. Ice Frog is a support player. This is getting changed.
Yeah.
This is getting fixed. It's a little too far.
Ooh, that is some hot chili you're serving up down there.
you have to try and play around, you know, your cores. You have to try and bring them up as best you can. Although, when we watched OpenAI, they kind of spread all their farm out.
They did. They spread the wealth. They spread the love. And
Ratio coming out here. He's going to be fine. A little dance, a little tango between Aramis and Celery. They're ex-teammates. That's right? They used to play together.
Viking GG.
Yeah, I mean, that team was something else, man.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I get the Viking GG vibes from Team Tickles.
It certainly has some of the magic behind. Hanskin taking some punishment here. Ace can't quite find him yet, can he? He's got 6 seconds up with a void. Hanskin going to stay in the trees there, gets his sub off. He'll be just fine, no danger there. Mid lane, mid Voker versus mid Ember Spirit. The matchup's kind of going the way of Invoker right now. You noticed? Oh, are they fighting top?
Just doing the classic dance. Yeah, Hanskin walking in, just taking the hits history. Kind of what you.
I reckon we're level 3 when we start to see the bloods actually coming out. Then.
Honestly, in this patch, it's felt like
later and later,
closer to 5 minutes. Like, yeah, it takes a lot. Maybe not like, you know, exactly 5 minutes, obviously, but it's been going later and later.
I mean, it depends on your level of aggression and what you have in the lane, but yeah, absolutely been feeling that.
People have just gotten so good at laning. It's like you identified that there's this power spike of, you know, Tree getting the level 2 leech seed, and so you just play around not dying to it, right? You cut all the trees, you cut waves, you wait for the Night Stalker night, and then on the other side, of course, they're going to know about the nighttime and play around that as well. People are just so good at Dota these days, so people don't die.
Yeah, the mechanics of Dota is kind of being figured out now, you know? And at this patch as well, because it's so old, it feels like we've had this patch for a long time.
That is
the meta's kind of, there's still flexibility in the meta. It still, you know, develops on the edges, but I think everyone's kind of got a good idea of how to play the game in general, you know? Which then leads to these sort of longer, protracted early engagements before first and second bloods come out.
Yep, and I think people are expecting a patch fairly soon. It'll probably be coming. Feels like about that time.
Do you think we'll definitely get it before the major, right?
I hope so. I really hope so.
But I think there's a risk in that. I think there's a danger in that, and you know, it puts a lot of teams on the back foot. You know, you have to kind of readapt to the new situation, which means that previous league period kind of doesn't really count for as much as it should, maybe. But it's also good because it gives new life to the teams that have had the sucky time.
Yeah, there's good and bad, I think, associated with it. I think it's been long enough. You just take the bad with the good at this point. See how coming out on top on all 3 lanes for Tickles, at least by a bit.
Yeah, I mean, by a decent amount actually on mid. Like, it's a good 3 CS or so, plus a deny. Not too shabby. He should get his level 6 soon.
I mean, you're especially cool with this if you're Ace on Night Stalker. It's like, of course, Razor's supposed to win his lane. You just run at the guy and, you know, suck his damage away, and you get that
I know, but
easy advantage.
With a disruptor there, like, that's why we saw him do it like right at the start, but like he's not really attempted it since because he got bubbled then, and he realized, you know, he's just going to do this to me every time. But once it hits 5 minutes and Ace gets the nighttime acceleration, I think we're going to see some big action.
Yeah, for sure. And what did he send out on the courier? So he's not rushing his helm in this lane, which is usually what you see these strength melee offlaners, including Night Stalker, do.
Helmet Overlord.
Yeah, but He's opting to go more for the aggression. He has the boots for nighttime.
Oh, he is going to build it though.
Yeah, eventually.
He has got to chew that.
On the career though, he sends boots and blades of attack, so
he's going full phase.
Doesn't even get the chainmail first, so he's like, he is fully committed to killing Nico Baby on SF, and I feel like this makes sense.
Oh, that's a lot of damage from Tofu setting up there. Nice little shotgun blast catching 2 ultra value. Love to see that from your position 4.
Dude, it's about to turn nighttime too. This is a really good timing for Team Tickles. They got to pull this lane back. Okay, so Hanskin is zoning, and of course,
all 3 lanes still under control, but we kind of expected that. We said at the start, you know, this is a high tempo team, so really good in the early game.
I do feel like Alliance, their heroes are, you know, not bad at laning. I mean, they're not getting completely stomped or anything.
No, they're not getting stomped, and also they've got great scalability. Nico Baby, though, the body blocks are there. Ace is there, right on top of him. That will be the first blood. Tofu finds it. Can he get a second in the way of Hanskin? No, he's out of there. He says goodbye. I shall head out here now.
If he had an armor item, he might have dived that, but it feels like with such low armor, it's like a little bit too risky there. For a Tree, it's not worth it.
I mean, you have to remember as well that the Tree being a strength hero, like even though he's got like 75% of his HP bar, still a deceptive amount of HP.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to be thick boy. And he actually took some points in living armor, so that would make things a little bit more less obvious when you're diving on people.
Yeah, tower armor as well and regen. That's always a pain. You have to be careful. I mean,
oh, we got something here. No big stacks into a little opening. Supreme, he's actually got cold snapped up. Now there's a little bit of the party ring holding him in place into the EMP. Didn't lose very much mana though. Supreme still going to go down, and boom will get the kill. Lovely jubbly. Can they get any more though? Yes, actually, poor old Artemis. He's trying to TP out. He's going to make it though. No. Nothing to stop him in the end. Well, he actually had the cold snap. He had the cold snap for a good 2 seconds.
No, he did. The cold snap, it was 1 second. It was like 1 second on cooldown. I didn't have it, but Celery dying on the other side there. Yeah, he died to Aramis. So Aramis gets his revenge for the kicking. Or I don't know what the hell happened between these two. Maybe it was the other way around.
The new opportunities.
Yes, of course, naturally. And this is a nice rotation from Team Tickles. They put the 2 supports mid with the catapult. They tank for it, so they're just getting a little bit of damage here. The problem is when you're doing this into a tree and you don't get the tower, the chip damage just, you know, results in almost nothing.
I mean, yes or no. So long as the tree and protector is actually doing its job of healing the tower constantly.
Hey, he's got it. He's got this.
And I think this is like it's pretty good. Like, I mean, we're only 7 minutes into the game, but you know, as if you can hold your line for like the first 15 minutes, you know, all 3 of your towers, if you can keep them up, I think it kind of puts you into a stronger position going forward, right? Because it means that the opposing team still has to try and make the rotation, you know, with a tier 1 top or tier 1 bottom, depending on, you know, which angle they're coming from. But if you've got that solid line of defense, you can actually defend towers that you wouldn't normally defend. You know, you normally just give them up. Whoa, we got a little catch here, but they have no trouble going to keep them safe. Nice arena, they're going to knock things up. That's Leslie in here with a nice shoot crush, takes down Distributor. Artemis trying to get in under the tower, he'll be fine. Sunstrike.
Sound like.
Yeah. Doesn't have a skill point and exhort yet.
A nice little play there from Lullis. Counter initiation, and that's part of the reason why I think SD is just a good hero. I actually think it's the disruption. There's just a lot of heroes that kind of go all in and just try to burst, and then they have nothing left. And I feel like it's good in this patch.
I mean, it's definitely a great setup for what they've got, you know, for that Mars Arena spear, for the Shadow Fiend ultimate. The top lane there, and it's Ace that brings him down. You're gonna be pleased with that, though. You know, he's been on the lane.
I think Nico Baby's dead. I'm fairly sure he
can make it out, right? A little bit of help, a little bit of... Oh, they've got nothing to cancel. The cookie! Oh,
not
close,
quite close enough. Okay. I mean, still, you see, if you're a Night Stalker and you see an SF, a pathetic level 5 SF in vision, it's like, you're going to hunt him down until you kill him or
Well, especially at nighttime, you're going to beat some ass.
Yeah. So, lack of pushing heroes on Team Tickles is a bit of a pain, but when you are accruing this sort of gold lead and you have this much strength on your 3 cores, they're eventually going to get this tower. Like, this is just kind of delaying to delay, and of course you.
Well, I mean, you can't really fight into Night Stalker at night. You know, like what are they going to bring here to actually, you know, lay the smacking down? Who's got?
It would just be like
Mars, maybe.
Yeah, they would have to put Lelis. They would honestly have to put Lelis and Supreme together. I don't know if you want to do that. Maybe they do.
No, Hans getting a bit of a pickle here. The TP across from Lelis. They want to try and drop that arena. That's exactly what we were talking about, dude. And they will get the granny for it. Nice, an ace as well. Oh, Alliance, they get 2.
Okay, so
that's huge for them, man.
They do it, yeah, that's huge. Let's see, mid is getting pressured a bit, but once again, you're against a tree. It really doesn't matter. This is not effective against this hero. Yeah, I mean, Mars, Ember, 2 heroes that are so incredible at fighting at this point of the game, especially with this sort of setup. I mean, he hit
another arena. They're dropping more pain. Oh, that was the
that was the replay. Yeah, we replays on this one.
Yeah.
I know you're used to, you know.
Yeah, normally when I cast, you don't. Well, I do replays, but then everyone complains because we missed the actual game because we're not using 2.
It is hard, dude. It's hard to get used to. I swear to God, Sunsfan did that. He casted a replay, got a Reddit thread. I did it by accident as well.
No Reddit thread.
Everybody gets one.
All right, let's get back into it. Where are we at anyway? We're 10 minutes into the game, only 7 kills. You know, 2k advantage to Tickles though. That's kind of shown in the fact that they've won the lanes. More kills on Alliance. You know, it's just down to mechanics and laning pressure that Tickles have got this 2k lead. You know, and they're behind on kills. So
yeah, Lelis he's really keeping Alliance in this game with his.
I think he actually has
counterplay.
Actually has saved their first 10 minutes there with that rotation.
Yep. Which, you know, to be fair, that's what you would like out of a Mars. Incredibly strong hero for the first the game, stronger than a lot of other heroes. Typically, people just have to leave lane against a Mars once he gets 6. It's just so strong.
Yeah, you're going to get. He's going to drop the arena. I mean, there are some exceptions in people with blinks and, you know, Slarks and whatever.
Yeah, Lifestealer maybe. Like,
yeah, you can hide in a creep, or you just pop your rage and walk through the wall. I guess.
Yeah, but even Razor is like you got to be careful.
No, Razor's definitely catchable until he gets his BKB for sure.
Okay, so they smoke up because they have Dark Ascension. Armlet also on Ace.
I mean, Supreme's here in the jungle. They're closing in on him. Can they find the angle?
Smart. This is smart. So they show the Night Stalker.
Yeah. They kind of bait him just a little bit there. A little tease, that full combo coming out, and Supreme's just dead. I mean, Aramis, he could maybe have got the bubble off there, but I think the follow-up is just going to kill him anyway, so decides against it.
That's a cool play, and it's also, like, respectful of Alliance that they will know that this Dark Ascension is up, and that there's an armlet on Night Stalker. So if any play is to be made, you would assume it's with the Night Stalker, right? So he shows on the lane, and it makes you feel safe.
Yeah,
so
the total debate.
Yeah, it's a huge debate. It's funny. You're showing your strongest hero. It's a risk, but
and Supreme actually positioned himself to be defensive for that Night Stalker, which set him up for the worst pain possible. Hanskin, he's just smashed underneath his own tier 1 tower, and that's what they're waiting for, right? This is going to allow Tickles to actually open up this tier 1 tower with the Treant Protector down. If they stay on top and take the tower, he's not going to be able to heal it, right? It's going to be gone.
Yeah,
but they want to fight this Alliance. They realize the danger. They don't want to open up this mid lane just yet. Then they can't hold it, and they can't get the deny either. Oh, cookie forward, Supreme. Nice little dodge, like a fist, making it happen. Ace, he's got 3 stars to that pop. That needs to be careful, but the Shadow Beam will go down for now.
It's a bit of a freebie. That's always nice to not really have to commit on Razor. You just, you know, press Q, get a free kill.
Yeah, free tower, free kill.
There's a surprising amount of good poking. Like all of their heroes have the ability to poke, as I say that Nico Baby pokes the bottom tower.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of expected though. You know, we are 13 minutes into the game. Bottom tower eventually going to go down under the pressure, but they are moving in here still. There's like 4 heroes in the area. Celery looking for an angle here. Is there anything he can do? Maybe catch a hold of Supreme?
I think ideally he gets some ward down in the jungle. This is always what you like to do as 5 at this point. Just some sort of vision that allows you to farm these camps near your jungle. Usually you go for the high ground ward, but you know.
Yeah, that's some defensive wards in his own jungle. That's
It's kind of Alliance's jungle now that the bot tower has fallen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like I'm saying that the Tickles have put down defensive wards. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the map rotates as the game progresses, so you kind of have that split down the middle now, where you know the tier 2 towers are. If you just draw a line straight down there, right hand side is Alliance, left hand side Tickles.
It rotates in like weird ways now with the.
Well, that's what I was saying.
People have realized like Roshan's really valuable, so at like 10 or at like 25 minutes now, like everybody plays top.
Yeah, you want to kind of establish the vision, you know, get the smoke play on, maybe get a pick-off kill and then drop back to the Roshan. Nice arena set up again. They got ace. Oh no! Tickles not going to be too happy about that one. I mean, 45 seconds, though, it's going to be nighttime again. He did lose his crew. Is that his BKB? Oh, no, he only had the Ogre Axe.
Big kill, though. I mean, you know, no nighttime. Use the arena. You make some space for Nico Baby there.
I know, but by the time he respawns, like Ace is going to be coming in hot, right? He's coming back in. It's going to be practically nighttime. He's got his ult ready to go. I imagine they just go for a smoke, go for, you know, some kind of group up play, try and get some sort of revenge as he respawns.
I think if you're Alliance, you're probably the big timing is Nico Baby's BKB.
His BKB?
BKB.
His Nico B.
Losing it. And I would imagine that he'll probably end up disassembling the Dragonlance to get that.
Right, yeah.
You were totally right. They smoke up immediately.
Yeah, they're looking for this, but I mean, it's going to be expected from Alliance. Lelis is on that front line, and they're dropping back straight away, but Nico, no, it's not Nico, it's actually Nico's here with Aramis. They are finding Aramis, a little cold snap action, and tornado EMP Pulse combo, punch, kick, it's all on the money. Here we go, now they go in on Nico Baby, they got a little Sunstrike action to find him, pull him back in with a glimpse, he goes for the ult, but no, the Stark Storm is there, Nico Baby, he's trying to get off, it's not going to happen, he goes down, all according to Keikaiku. Now they go looking for Hanskin, maybe they can find a +1. They're sucking in Dairachi, he's starting to get some damage. Armor's ripped apart under his own tier 2 tower. Oh, nice, but Lelis, you know, he's there, he finds a cheeky counter play, a cheeky counter kill. Drops the arena, holds him up, Supreme comes through, takes down Distributor. Certainly not enjoying that, but Dairachio's BKB getting delivered. Can you even stick around here? He's TPing out, he says no thank you with the Purge. Demonic Purge. Too much from... I don't know about that, actually. I probably would have stuck around there.
Much we are.
I'm just thinking back to like the start of the fight and thinking that that's like a pretty uncharacteristic play from Nico Baby, where I really think that the positioning from Aramis...
Oh, they run out of cold snap on Lelis. Can they finish him off? The heal's coming through, keeping him alive. The Spirit Vessel. Ooh, he's just going to get out. He's going to be fine.
If he was on Brazil ping, he got hit by that. This is no ping Lelis right there. You're not going to hit him with that.
The BKB? Yeah. No, they bubbled him for the
He bubbled himself. Yeah, it doesn't pull anymore. I think he used to. I don't know. Anyway, back to that fight. Nico Baby getting caught after Aramis soaks the smoke. I think Aramis positioning there is god tier, but I don't think Nico Baby was exactly expecting the Night Stalker Disruptor combo, or maybe Alliance was confident.
I definitely got caught off guard by the glimpse, right?
The Night Stalker with the glimpse seemed it was something where he's like, oh yeah, like shit, they have that. Like I'm, you know. Yeah,
his BKB, it's coming, man. It's another 2 minutes away. Okay, they're getting set up here. Ace is kind of poking at the stacks that they had, getting some information. And the whole squad is here, though. They are a little bit smoked up. I say the whole squad is here, but actually further over, it's Lelis on Mars. He finds Celery here, opens it up, goes for the spear into the tree. Very nicely done indeed. Gold Tributing. Oh, dodge. Okay, I'm just gonna right click him.
Dude, honestly, both sides, both of these fives are playing really well. I know it sounds so stupid, but being the guy that soaks these crucial smokes is incredibly important. It's like he's dead for 20 seconds. He's gonna respawn. That death means nothing. Same with Aramis in the previous fight.
Here comes Tickles with the counter smoke, by the way. I mean, I don't know if they need to smoke for this play. Like, they're literally running straight at Lelis. You know, he knows they're coming. Surely, cold snap goes out, EMP on top. He's dead. There's no way out of that situation.
He feels safe because there's a ward there, and so he's like, well, surely they're not going to smoke. Like, they, you know, we saw that. Why would they?
Absolutely 100% confident in the
But it's like that next leveling that actually ends up getting them the kill on him.
Yeah, we'd never do that, or would we?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, another play, another connect beatstock stun combo. It does go down and up the tree of protector here. Another woody action. Done and dusted. Aramis going to fall now as well. Both supports getting handled. Nico Baby trying to make some space away. His BKB. Oh no, he's no closer to it than he was the last time. And this is just an exact copy of the previous kill. Is this a replay? Oh, I'm watching a replay.
This is correct. And no glimpse.
Dude, son. Oh, they got the glimpse for Supreme. Awkward.
Oh, he turned it into... I see. Yeah, that definitely warrants a tip.
Yep.
It happens.
Yeah, I mean, thank you very much for gifting us this kill. I think was the sentiment there.
once again,
It's great though. If you like look at the Kinetic Field Static Storm combo, like they open it up, they take down the 2 supports, and then once those supports are out, who's gonna save your cores?
Yeah,
like,
there's no
Nico Baby and that, they should just be gone from this. Like forget it, go and sit in the fountain, you know, wait for your
no tree ult either. We could see Nico even try to Mask of Madness just to get out of the fight, because the last time he did this, he got glimpsed. So
he knows. He knows. He's like, I just saw this movie. I didn't enjoy it the first time, and I certainly didn't enjoy it this time.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it gonna like? I mean, we talk about the late game potential of this Alliance team. Is this going to be enough to cripple them though? That like 2 quick kills, 6k down at 20 minutes.
I don't actually feel like Alliance has a late game advantage.
Wait, a little glimpse back from Supreme. Really?
I don't think so. No, Dota has vastly changed since, you know, the last 2 to 3 years even, where
A gift from the
like
tempest of battle.
Razor is a legit late game hero.
Razor's super good.
Because you can double link, so you're gonna have like plus 450 damage. You can double BKB, you can double ult, so people are gonna like minus 30, minus 40 armor. Like, he does more damage than a Terrorblade does in the late game. I mean, if he can stuck long enough, he does, and he can, because he's got 12 seconds of BKB.
I don't know about that one.
I'm telling you, you test it in a lobby. I'm telling you, it's a crazy amount of damage. Nightstalker as well. He's got a bunch of damage talents for his Dark Ascension. Like, people were playing this hero as a carry. He has 40 plus Dark Ascension.
Yeah, I think though the
Invoker at Cataclysm now, like
a lot of that is when you're like, if you're 2 items ahead or an item ahead. Like,
I think on on even ground, I genuinely think on even ground, Nightstalker and Razor can compete with, okay, maybe Terrorblade because of Thunder and other things. It's a little much, but some anti-mage, Juggernaut, traditional characters.
No, absolutely. If you can get the link on, because it constantly attacks while you're moving, it's super. It's way better. Razor now in this incarnation,
it's way better than
way better than old Razor for sure.
Yeah.
And
then
like Supreme up top. Hang on, they're trying to close in his boom with the invis, but obviously they see him with the icy feet if he gets too close. Dirachu's up there as well now as well. It's a 7k net worth lead at 21 minutes, man. I don't know if they can recover.
Alliance needs these BKBs, and they need to take some really good fight with the BKBs. Ideally, they smoke and they get tofu and celery like within an arena. Something like that would basically mean that they are essentially guaranteed to win the fight. Easier said than done, but they are close to 3 BKBs now. So,
yeah, this is the timing we're waiting for.
Before that, you don't
24.5 minutes, 25 minutes, everyone should have the BKB. I'm quite surprised, though, that with the control that Tickles have had, they haven't really looked towards this roach pit, right? Is this them going now? No, they go for a smoke kill play first. Let's have a look and see. Well, that's would be nice, but they're going to reveal the Razor.
Yeah, he's just not at his BKB, so...
Oh, no. The poison does come through. If he pulls Lelis, no, it's BKB. Not going to get finished this time around. They got hold of Nico Baby. He's still getting the damage drained, by the way, while he's in that bubble. He is in trouble. This is literally the same fight. Yep, the 3rd time. I mean, obviously you want Triangle as a core, right? You want to be there as a position one.
Of course, and then you run up to the top right whenever they're going on you. Nightstalker ults, Disruptor glimpses. Yeah, naturally. Dude, the Disruptor Nightstalker combo, this is cool. It's a really cool combo.
I mean, you've literally got 3 blue heroes. Like, just, it's like some sort of combo, you know? With,
exactly.
Like, the Razor's going to be happy that while he's
what I was
trapped in the...
Definitely, exactly.
Scenario.
Exactly. But really, like, think about what you do when Nightstalker ults. You run away, right? Everybody runs away when Nightstalker ults.
Which is perfect for splitting the team.
What is
the glimpse to bring back the 1 target?
Exactly. It's perfect. Like, I think they second phase the Disruptor, so maybe they're just like, oh, you know, we'll go for it because it's a good combo. But I could see this as a legit, like, first 2 phase hero.
Oh, absolutely. But I think you get 1 or 2 games of it, and just somebody just bans the Nightstalker or the Disruptor every game.
Yeah, well, that's
first phase, you know, like 1 or 2 games out of it, and then like, but you keep it in your bank for later on, you know.
It's like a combo. This to me is looking like a legit combo that you can bank and then pick.
I think just Disruptor's hyper good now as well. I'd say he's S tier at the moment as far as supports. Like, I mean, and Shadow Demon's kind of making his way towards that position as well.
Yeah, they're both definitely...
The reason I rate Disruptor, though, is because once you get the Yard Scepter, you have this massive BKB disabling muting thing, but like, you have to get there first. 18 to 8, 10k net worth advantage, gee whizzers.
I think the Disruptor ult being so huge helps a lot. Which fight is this a replay of? The first, the second, or the third? Well, this is all of them. I see.
I think they're just combining them to show how similar. They've actually overlaid them. Yeah, they're overlaying.
Yeah, this is all 3. This is literally all 3. Is there a 4th one? I don't remember. There was a 4th one thrown in there or something.
Sure, they're into the Roche pit now. 24 minutes. That's pretty much the timing I said, right? 20 minutes or so, at least. 24 minutes, they're in the pit. They're looking for this early Aegis here. It's just the first Roche, though, so Aegis for Dairatio, I imagine. Or maybe give it to Ace? He's going to dive deep.
You know what? It would be the Chad move to give it to Ace, but no, they're giving him Alacrity. He's getting the Aegis. That's the sort of guy that's about to get an Aegis right now.
Yeah, he feels it. He's like, I can feel the Aegis coming.
He can feel it. They can all feel it. That's looking Alliance, apparently.
Speaking going on here, though. Yeah, he picks up that Aegis, goes charging forward. Supremus, BKB can go out this time, though. Little sleight of fist. He goes in deep, looking for Celery on that back right. Lelis, he drops the arena. The God Rebuke is there. Okay, they do lose a disruptor before he can do much. Lelis is getting in a man fight with Ace, and downtown. The damage drain on Nico, baby. Dairatio found the perfect time. He's slowly trying to walk away, but Dairatio's got like how much damage? 161 stolen. He's clapped. Sunstrike for Lelis. Nico, baby, trying to get out. Is this just going to be a GG 42 Alliance? No way. It's too early for that, surely. But, wow. What a team fight, man.
Are fortified.
Is it nighttime? It is nighttime. Okay,
yeah,
so that's unironic why they gave it to him, because they know that
well, he popped the darkness before it actually
hit night, and then it becomes night, so they have 5 minutes. So they have the ages worth of nighttime, essentially.
Perfect.
It's like legit the perfect timing to give it to night.
And the timing is so good for a high ground push. With these 4 heroes down, Treant Protector does respawn. The heal's going through, but the tower will fall. This tier 3 is going to go down.
They just call it.
And they GG, they called the game.
Huh. They're out. Okay.
Just too much, too insurmountable to pass. 11k net worth, 15k net worth in the end of it.
I feel like Lelis played that one really well.
I think so as well.
He disconnected first. Maybe he's gonna have a pep talk with the team.
Yeah, he's preparing like his halftime. You know, his
yeah. It's
halftime
like, all right, boys, let's cut the feeds. All right, they Night Stalker Disruptored us. I mean, Team Tickles, every single time I watch them play, I'm just impressed for a different reason.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Alliances turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to ban. Radiant team pick. Alliances turn to pick.
Bang.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Alliances turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Mars!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Just smoke and take a tower defense or
Radiant
a try
team ban.
invasion bureau.
They should also be able to win it later on. The fact that they have Mars Snap. There is also Raze, which can be annoying, but like, there's a lot of damage there. And again, breakdown of the previous game was we need to see lines come out ahead with lanes. So you can finally see them kind of hit the rhythm of the old classic alliance and how they normally play Dota. Like and it's kind of interesting as well. Like, they keep picking Hero first, right? Like, is that a little? You know, he's in mode. He's like, will they ban Enchantress? Ban Enchantress.
Remaining.
So he was either meditating or something was
5
bothering him
seconds
there.
Yes. I can't deal with this. Oh no! No, he forgot to hang up his.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Did you know about the colors, Effie?
No.
So he at the moment lives with his.
Okay.
His parents are fully supportive of matches, but obviously when he is playing or having to do content for Dream League, he doesn't want anybody accidentally, for whatever reason, walking in his room.
Cameo.
So he has 3 different door hangers,
Radiant
3
team
different
ban.
colors. Red, do not come in unless the house is on fire. Yellow is you can't come in, but I'm streaming, so only if it's really needed. And then there's green, come in whenever you want, or blue, the green or blue, one of the two.
At least green. Green makes sense.
10 seconds.
Yeah, just traffic lights.
That is
Turn
a
to
very
ban.
specific and efficient system.
That's it too.
Yeah.
And it's not because you know everybody respects it, so you know it helps as well. But it's a system that works for everyone. Just nice. I love that.
Now, when I'm playing Dota and I'm with my parents, they absolutely don't care. The only way for me to stop them from
10
coming in to
seconds
just yell
remaining.
at stuff is to lock my door.
Wow.
Even if my door lock. I
5
know.
seconds
And then,
remaining.
like,
Hanging on the door.
like that kind of stuff.
Radiant team
That's pretty
ban.
important.
I love them. Arabs. What are you gonna do?
And
But-
milk is important.
Back to the graph.
Being without milk is terrible,
Alright.
especially when you
Yeah,
have
orange
a
tea.
nice cup of coffee
Or tea.
or tea
Any
or cereal. You know what? Oh, and the other day we ran out of milk.
10
dry
seconds
cereal.
remaining.
No, we went to the chocolate milk
Alliances
Okay.
turn
in the
to ban.
cereal.
Ooh, that sounds great. Wait, what kind of cereal was
It was the normal cornflakes by a certain brand that I don't support at the moment.
That doesn't sound great.
Alliances turn
But I feel like
Great.
if there's any brand for chocolate milk cereal, it has to be cornflakes, right?
Oh, okay. Alliance actually pick up Supremes here. I expect this just to be the mid because, of course, you kind of force the Razor into the
10
safe lane, of
seconds
course,
remaining.
and now you have to go a different hero. Lena's generic hero mid because you have
5
Wave Claw,
seconds remaining.
such a distance and really can kill you outside of rotation, and because Bane is most likely a 4 in this scenario, then again, it's like a safe for us, and they get C2 heroes, and I hope Alliance really utilize this final pick in the second phase with just a Nico Baby hero that counters like the 4 heroes you will be saying.
Yeah. On top of that, you have Burst Dash for Arena. She's a hero that benefits from people being trapped by Mars, just being able to right-click them. She's going to outrange Razor and Bane, assuming they are like locked in place and not running into her. So this is a very good leaning on paper. But of course, Lena's issue is if she does once or twice in the early game, all of a sudden she just struggles to do anything on that.
Love to see Bane actually just go fair for Team Tickles, pick up a stick. You will have for Bane against Snap Mars, who always be using yourself, and then you keep Razor alive, and then allow for to be a hero that rotates.
Yeah, something like a clock maybe. That's cool. Oh, Vengeful Spirit, you can just swap in. This is interesting because Vengeful Spirit was very popular as an offlaner a few months ago. So when we see this doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the 4 hero.
And the value of swap here, I think we've seen it as well. Maybe what by Tickles actually. The value of swap against heroes, Alliance's way to kill a hero right now is it's Arena, it's a Spear, throw everything down. It was Team Tickles that played it. When everything goes onto that one hero, if you swap the Avenge and the Roshi swaps, like, you're not going to die. Alliance, like,
10 seconds
just
remaining.
kind of, they are killed in the moment, or they get ran at, kind of.
5 seconds remaining.
Shadow Fiend is picked up by Team Tickles. It's kind of like, let's show you how we play this hero, because you guys took a whack at it last game. But this doesn't necessarily have to be SF. They've also played it on Boom, but they are the team that popularized this pick. So they have a lot of minus armor coming down between the Vengeful Spirit and the SF. They have early objective picking in Rotan. This swap is going to be really useful in swapping people out of Arena or swapping the Lena into everyday use. But these heroes are all very
10
squishy.
seconds remaining.
These heroes, with the exception of Razor, who does build BKB and Zen,
5
these heroes
seconds
can
remaining.
die early game.
Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing there, early game, because of course, like when Venge buys Axe, suddenly the entirety of Alliance struggles to kill it, other than maybe Wraith King getting the jump on a Bane or Shadow Fiend pre.
Alliances turn
But it's
to
I
ban.
think the Wraith King just troubled me where, as a hero, I love Wraith King as a hero. And you go Fade, Armlet, Death Link, you're jumping heroes, you're blowing them up. But again, you need to farm these items. You need to win your lane to have the breathing room to find the items. And Alliance struggled in the previous game to do that. They have much better heroes this game to push out lanes and get that point. But we need to
5
see Nico Baby
seconds
kind of
remaining.
turn up and get into this game, because if he goes even on items, he doesn't have that extra little bit of lead. He's just going to get rammed by the Razor, without it linked, and under trouble.
And I think that Tickles would, of course, recognize that as well. We're at the moment going under the assumption Vengeful Spirit will actually be played by Tofu. What hero would pair up nicely with Avenge in the offlane that would make Nico's Baby's life less fun?
I wouldn't be
Radiant
surprised if
team
it's
back.
maybe even Razor off lane. Constantly push it in with Wave of Terror, bully him, you can Shadow Fiend
Alliances
lane, and you
turn
pick
to
up
ban.
some Boom hero.
That could be fine, but what Team Tickles really needs right now is initiation. They need the heroes not to just go in first, and that's what ends Van out. They start with the Beastmaster, they take it out a hero to play behind, something that also amplifies SF versus auras, something that
10 seconds
for the
remaining.
first
rally
time,
hindered.
if Ace is not playing Razor, for the
5
first time,
seconds
Ace will play a
remaining.
new hero in DPC.
That isn't Night Stalker, Tide, or Beast.
Yeah.
I love bans though from Team Tickles, right? Like the reason why I do is because we mentioned Lena being mid, but they're respecting the idea that maybe Alliance can be a little bit quirky here with where they put heroes, and taking away heroes that prevent Venge and Bane in that simple game. Like they want Venge and Bane have a good game. It's play games, run early, but they don't want to have to try and keep chasing a hero. And Puck Storm, they have that chase. It would allow Alliance to flex the Lena away. It could give him the breathing room. Like we mentioned in the previous game, Supreme and Ember, he had to be annoying.
Yeah,
It needs to be annoying in this game.
I agree. And we've talked about how Tickles as heroes are a bit one-dimensional in that they're squishy and they can't die early game up until Avenge gets her items later. So heroes like Storm and Puck are just jump on them, control them, and kill them very quickly. So getting that out of the way is nice. I still think Tickles needs initiation. There is swap, but I don't feel like it's enough. They need some kind of damage-absorbing type hero. I mean, like you said, I guess they could put Razor offlane and maybe go from kind of
Radiant
DK, Monkey King type hero.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I would have. Yeah, I was gonna be on the chunky boy of running. And also, you double down on the escape because, of course, you have swap from Venge and then the Unlord ult as well. Like you can really punish the spells on.
10 seconds remaining.
How many beefy boys are left?
The beefy
Quite
boys.
few, actually. Centaur
5
still on the
seconds
pool was one
remaining.
of the OG ones, I guess.
Alliances
You want to call it
turn
that?
to pick.
Here it is.
And go for the Timber.
Is there beefy boy? That's the hero that goes in first, absorbs a lot of damage. It's so Timber's always a
Nope.
gotcha last pick, right? Let's look
It's a gotcha for sure.
at these heroes. Snapfire gets shredded by Timber, Mars and Wraith King. All of these heroes, Timber does insane amounts of damage to. The question
10
is,
seconds
if they have the
remaining.
Selena mid and she's able to rotate in conjunction with her slide lane early on,
5
Timber can
seconds
die, but he
remaining.
can also itemize very well against these heroes. I actually really like this Timber slot pick.
Yeah, 3 strength here already on side of Alliance.
They have no vessel buy. Like that's the key thing. How do you deal with Timber? It's when he has Hood, you have a hero who kind of 2-3 minutes later buying a vessel, and then you try and kill. Right now, if Alliance wants to kill Timber, they need all heroes to be present pretty much to try and burst.
Sorry, go for it.
Because when the Hood comes in, he's near unkillable. So,
Silence.
You now select your heroes.
all right, I don't think we've ever expected this one. Is it a core or is it a support?
It's good for Sano. Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
a
so-
5-position last pick, I don't think it's good enough to deal with the Timber sword.
Yeah, so this hero is basically to just the Bane. Right?
Yeah.
We don't really have a hero for that.
And
So
the swap.
Wraith King gets Blink later. It'll also just the swap make it so that heroes are saved when they go in, which is very important. Also, the Veil does do a lot of damage, and it is annoying for Timbersaw to play against his hero up until he gets his orb or whatever dispel he uses. But when he does get that, it isn't enough for Timber. Timber, this game, depends on Lena not having a great game, not rotating well enough, not doing enough
10
to kill him.
seconds
And
remaining.
I'm not sure if Lena will have the kind of game that he's looking for.
5 seconds
makes-
remaining.
This makes sense. The pick.
It's a nice pick for if I wanted Timber and it was like some Unlord or like hit off like that, then I'd be like, yeah, I find it for the what Effie mentioned, the betting, the bench, the saving, allow yourself to have a but because of the Timber, I feel like that's going to offset the entry. Silencer might be on the level, having to sacrifice more for Wraith King, jungle, use town. I'm pretty worried for Alliance. Like this is it's gonna be difficult. Yeah.
Overall, last pick Silencer, not the gotcha you would have wanted out of that.
Maybe they find a way in if Ace overplays his hand, rotations, you kill him off. Suddenly Nico maybe has items, he's jumping, different, but
Do they have better lanes than previous game? What I want to know. No from T.
maybe in mid?
No, their lanes, their lanes are better for sure. I'm just concerned about Team Tickles snowballing this way that they did. I don't really see them stopping in their tracks.
Well, let's see if Team Tickles can repeat the result of previous game, or if this time Alliance is better prepared to deal with that. We're finding out with our commentary team. It is Jenkins.
Thank you very much, Sheever. And yeah, we're back for game 2. Whether or not Team Tickles are going to roll over this one, is Timbersaw going to Timber chain his way to victory? Or do you think Alliance is going to put up a bit of a fight this time, Jack?
I think it's a good game. I don't think it does as well against Timber and Land as you would think that it does, just because you don't really have the levels to do the magical damage.
Prepare for
Character
battle.
with reactive armor read. However, on the enemy side, they do have SF, who's going to be winding that Requiem. They do have Bane. They use that grips. The silencing value in these team fights. The only thing is, Timber's going to load a sword, Razor, get shit silence. He runs out and kills you. At the start of the fight.
Yeah, with this double smoke in here, but I think because of the way they're moving, it's literally going to be a 2 for 2 with no engagement. By the time they get rocked up and round, Alliance smoking the backside. Oh, wait. I think Tickles, they're coming back. They might watch them here. It's awkward though. They're just looked up. They only have position.
Do you
the smokes break, and then I guess
I like your move.
This
I like
is
your
actually
style.
something Tickles does a lot. I love they do this. They just smoke at the start of every game. They don't really go any place. Sometimes they do go for like a bit of a fight.
did you hear the vault line there? Do you into the I almost trust you?
I think they love me. It's much more like I don't know. People say that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like,
For sure.
you. I think
And it was the lady.
The battle begins.
There's a lady.
There's two, yeah.
Oh, I see. I heard that. It was the
I
weird
like your
sensual
moves.
one.
I like your style.
I don't know why.
Friend,
Or
hello,
something.
So yeah, I mean, we did this 50-50, but no real exchange there. And say, Timbers versus Strength Heroes. What will the silent build be, you think, in order to try and my sort of results? To deal with the late again.
And it's really helpful for Curse. Because Timber Pain, World of Death, both of these abilities are spending a couple of points in glaives. And I'm not sure it's not damage to deal with.
It's so good to see a shadow. Because normally we play him. I need to get him. He raised it early.
And he has regen.
Yeah, yes, actually, was three.
The thing was this common thing that I've also seen is to find a ton of angles in basically any make it work.
Yeah. This, I used to do this. I was first, first to take all out on read
The Endo Inventor.
the copper and put him those and
Yeah.
if you is you don't grow quick. The enemy grows a little bit faster than you, and it doesn't matter for 5. If you don't get the kills, it will bite the.
That's why you get 6.
Yeah.
So that
It can bite months.
it's basically regen. That's good.
But yeah, if it doesn't, at least you had that. So, see, very early here. He's got plucked down. Oh, up 8.
Only right that first blood should go for your king.
Alright, well, that level of power play on the King of the Mountain is very strong. They also know that he has Timber Pain because he was at that world. I think it's strength here. The little read punch there.
And at that time, we were pushed back here from
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, okay. Gonna grab the wood. Yeah, he's just gonna kill.
He's going
The silence is
That's not bonus. That's not bad.
It's most it's rare of health denied. So that's a huge pain. He's leaving for that.
Yeah, right.
Still a minute where he can't. He can finish.
For the side shot.
Yeah, but it's away.
Sorry, side shots were.
You don't talk about that shot.
I will talk about that anymore. Alright. I mean, to Supreme, he's bound up here. 23 versus 14 and 2 on the Lena. Normal from what we expect. Maybe a little weaker on Supreme side.
It's no small thing to be favored by the gods.
Slightly more. I don't think he's taking any double comps. There's 3 months at 1 comp. Or
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. That's fair.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good situation. Early rotation, I imagine.
Dire's structures are fortified.
No gold for you.
Something going.
This is actually going way better than last game. I mean, it's only 3.5 minutes there. Let's kind of our chickens shit. Don't want to be or something. But
Yeah, of course.
they're a lot better.
Can he spit a bit of that on my spear here?
That your combo together at the end of laning stage as well. That last when you fall behind, it's hard to do that when you're.
Stop getting a little bit low at the same time. It's Nico can get on now. Nico maybe actually aiming to come across you. Can he find it? Yes, please, 30. Here we go. And that's 2 kills.
Co-conspirator.
Maybe so far.
That was really nice.
The only one
I don't know how that. That's
Yeah, instant
that.
Radiant structures are
They
fortified.
just combo the minus fire with the Mars W. Yeah, 2 points too. So they're all swing from on the kill. Lions is playing really well in this one. get into play. Hell yeah.
Oh, I mean, go yeah, just play shot, change a little shredder, dodge, finish him off. Yeah.
Alright.
So, though, because yeah, it's right. It's like a mishmash going from and so he doesn't have HP basically.
Yeah.
Oh, there's stuff open up. What's up? Hands again. Tofu.
Can't blocking shenanigans going on down here.
Compass. The what was it?
Yeah, dire world. So messes.
No, video here. Just there, like just.
Oh, I meant.
Yeah, he's here. This fire here in the radio. But
yeah.
Oh,
hands are doing like shenanigans.
here we go. No hands good. To the side here. Wants to stop. Fail.
Ace is chilling now. He's got a bunch of items. Bouncer doesn't take much to him now. He's not up to tear through the.
Get himself the full value wise. Could make a bit more than regen. Like I think it probably gives slightly real. Here's a spirit that actually already moving pay. Guys, because I replay of all the time and kill him. So the fact that the spirit didn't connect time.
Ace even pressuring him. Handskin. No. One of these. He just died.
For sure. Just going to be too much. Like, you said the arc was supposed to be like fine still mid lane. Was over rune. Was it? Hide the invisibility rune, but he didn't sure.
That makes. The catapult too. Although, yeah, I mean it's falling. It's low.
It's catapult not under tower pressure. They're out of the way though. Like I think we were too far behind to make a minute. Alright, so 3 minutes, 6 minutes into the game. Way alliance at the time, right? Yeah, sure. Lane still is a watch. Other than that, tends to be even.
Yeah, and it's not exactly a timber game. I mean, it's got heroes to kill. Aside, of course, we mentioned these 3 strength heroes and pushy hero. There is also a lot of physical damage against it too.
But yeah, I mean, 4 buttons on.
It's not entirely free for Ace. It's exactly why he's not so free. Going hard.
And he's full sword, right? Is he? No, yeah. I saw energy booster and it's like, yo, with the rings there.
Oh, yeah, eventually he's gonna get a low sword for sure against it's necessary.
What if we do? You know when games go ultra late and you have like a million gold over?
Yeah.
I've been swapping in for like Guardian. Yeah, you 17,000 spare gold.
I get that. It's an expensive
Radiant's
travels, yeah.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, no problem. Not bad. I mean, if you can have the slot in your backpack all for the travel, you can get free teas. Like that. I don't see not. That's not expensive boots. Always good.
I mean, you probably have like an amount.
That's true. Yeah.
And then you're yeah. So you kind of
yeah.
Anyway, oh.
And Nico doing way better time. This was rare pain against the bird. I've been in this matchup quite a few times. You did dumpster.
Oh, no, you wouldn't think. Because of the crit works of Wraith King, it's on a 4-deck cooldown. Yeah. You don't actually have to hit him when you're critting. So if you just like crit him and then
I don't hit him. You just run away from him with your like crazy move speed.
No, you could modify the timber.
You crit the creeps, dude. That's what you push creep.
Crit the timber saw.
That's true.
It's 2 charges regen and it's like I top my head.
It doesn't make a really loud noise. That really scares me.
Yeah, that looks cool. That's the part.
Yeah, of course, you don't know.
Yeah, I don't really. I'm not overly scared of a timber saw really, because that's not bad.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, I've only played 2 games. I have the red armor for the Arcana.
That's an expensive.
No, you're very
yeah.
Do the heroes.
Yeah, isn't the Arcana like behind also a battle pass?
Yeah. Something has to pay for. Yeah.
That fair. You can expense it actually. So.
Oh yeah, you can. You can't expense it. You can write it off as a tax.
Yeah. Just kick. Yeah.
And his.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Absolutely.
Because it's important to be able to go. It's just.
Yeah.
All right.
Radiant's
And
top tower is under attack.
You're gonna be happy with this. Happy.
And while it's around 10-minute mark, he's looking to rotation. Mark again.
They are, yeah, and using it for cover, coming in into your in the tower. Regan goes up to the night. A little introduction. Second now.
You don't really want to get clear or what's wrong with you don't want to get a support, is what I'm trying to say if you're for smoke. You want to get a core and ideally get that.
It's a smoke ups that are having a lot of fun. These little far forward tokens, that huge body first Ace here looking at Denver's troubles with the stun. Maybe just a little bit too forward. They're able to reach the core. It's not decent reticle, right? Nico, we really big side. Oh my god, kill out of it. He was starting getting in his groove, you know. Down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, it's 11 into the game, but do you think shooting ball at this
Better
point?
retreat! Retreat!
Rip action, actual two hands. Oh god, it's just hard to bar.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Time
falling.
100 HP left.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That right there, is it of our dude.
Dire's middle tower
And
is under
Silencer
attack.
is this one of the frustrating things ever. Have to clear him,
Dire's
get
top
off, and then
tower
grip
is
something else.
falling. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's
Exactly
bottom
what one
tower
is made.
is
It's
under
so hard.
attack.
He did it. The lead.
Dire's top
So, yeah.
tower
No,
is under attack.
Yeah.
Before you can
Radiant's
grip
bottom tower is under attack.
You're fooling. Yeah. That is okay.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, Nico goes bot, like you mentioned. Tower, so safe down there. Gallo can lane.
Your top position finds to lower the rules from.
I'm actually wanting a lot of celery.
Radiant's middle
That's here.
tower
I
is under
think
attack.
his is absolutely incredible. Like, if you want to learn hand walking and sort of thing, he's the guy to look. Look at this. He's getting
That's the other time. Lezo drops your spear. You're gonna keep that. No.
Oh
I
my
like your style!
Okay.
Tickles.
no matter where he is on the
It doesn't,
map.
he's
If they
full.
take a follow-up fight, he's only down for 15 seconds or something. Nico Baby trying to hit up some stacks here. Armlet into Deso. BKB not an option yet. Do you even go BKB early here? Because like, how does it help you? I guess stuns from Venge. Bane's gonna go through it. Razor's gonna go through it.
SF ult, Timber abilities. I mean, I feel like it's just such a good item. Like preventing, you know, half of.
Yeah, he needs it, but like he's going to pick up the Deso as his first like real. Like I don't really count Armlet as a real item. On
No.
It's just
It's
a
like the
thing
new
that-
Midas.
Yeah. It's like a Midas. I mean, I don't really build Armlet because I'm not very good at toggling because I'm an old man, you know. So I would probably get a Midas. You know?
Yeah, that's what scripts are for.
Well, you know, I would never ever, you know, have any kind of.
I don't think an armlet script would even be that good anymore.
Well, the old Armlet was much better for scripting, in fairness.
Yeah.
Because you know it just gave you the health.
Instant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just broken strong. But I love Armlet players. Obviously, being a big fan of Bloodseeker, someone an Armlet builder, I get quite excited.
This is true.
All right, downtown. They're pushing in here. Now the normal thing you would do is take Roshan, so that's what they're doing. Yeah, it's the old tier 2 for Roshan, trade Rue, and I think at this point Alliance know it's happening, right? You have to know, they're thinking about making a move over here. If no one's coming to the tier 2 tower bottom, you know for sure they're pretty much, or they're smoking up to get you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's always a trade that seems to favor Radiant, and I think that's reflected in the win rate of Radiant. It's a trade you kind of have to take if you're Dire as well, because it's just so hard to get to the Roche pit in time.
Yeah, I think there's way more contention over the tier 2 bottom. Like it feels way more contesty and way more dangerous to push than it does to push the tier 2 top, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't feel the same pressure when I'm going on this tower as I feel on the tower bottom, because like they can TP in, they can come at you from like 3 different angles. It just feels really bad, and the runaway angle isn't good either.
Yeah.
All right, they're smoked up again on Tickles. They coming along here with the Aegis up, ready to go. Double damage as well, bottled on Boom, and he is going to go Boom on top of them as soon as he finds one. And Aramis, pretty good positioning here. He's trailing. Stays back to make sure he breaks the smoke as well. All right, Tofu's not going to be distracted by that. They're looking for the swap in, can't quite find him. The outgoing downtown on Boom. Does he bring the kill home? Aramis, Cookie play. Nico Baby with the rotation over now as well. Oh no, Boom's in a bit of a pickle here, but remember he does have the Aegis, so he will come back. Tofu looking for the angle. Sets up some stun. Where's the rest of the squad? What are they doing? Oh no, they're chasing off the other side. The BKB TP, the only route out, and that means that Tofu is probably going to die. Did they find something on the other side at least? No, Supreme is still alive. Well, finally, maybe bring him down. Yeah, that's the trade for the BKB and the vengeful spirit kill, but oh, that feels so bad for Tickles, man. They had such a perfect setup, and then they just kind of split their forces, right? And it just kind of, I mean, they still get Supreme, they still trade for it costs them Aegis, right?
What a weird fight, and it cost them BKB as well.
Yeah. The BKB revealed the Aegis and vengeful spirit for like Supreme kill, and he doesn't even have, he has nothing on me now.
Yeah.
You know, he literally almost has a BKB.
That was a good call from Alliance though. The smoke wraparound.
Oh yeah, they definitely got the advantage out of that for sure. Like they got so much out of that. Talking about so much, Nico Baby getting harassed into the base here. And now the mid lane setup. Here we go. Oh, they do know, huh? Ace, he went for the Yules for his Dispel actually, and he's going to pick up the Lotus Orb after that for the silence as well. But I mean, that's pretty good. It's fair about that actually. Like offensive and defensive at the same time.
Yeah, I think going for both of them against Silencer is always decent. It's like the Yules you get so much quicker, so pick it up, you feel safe with it.
Gives you enough regen to keep the Timber Chaining going.
They do kind of need the TP cancel too, because I feel like if you don't have...
Yeah, what do they even have? Like, they only have Pain and Venge.
And then, like, SF ulti, I mean, it's an ultimate.
I know, but
it's not...
Like, if you're using SF ulti to cancel a TP, you probably have other issues.
You definitely, you want, like, a low cooldown ability to cancel TP, so it's a good pickup. And
the Aghs is making pretty good progress on Venge Spirit towards that item scepter. I love this as a pickup now. It feels kind of greedy anyway though, but always feels greedy picking up an Aghs on like a support hero, right? But at the same time, so many of the support heroes now are Aghs flame. Like you literally, that makes the hero.
Yeah, the Venge Aghs to me is made significantly better by the damage reduction, because the swap used to be like, oh, you just kill the Venge on the swap, right? Or you chase the target and you eventually kill them after the swap.
Yeah.
But because of the damage reduction now, it's like you actually have to kill the Venge before the swap.
Oh.
But now you're trying to kill this hero that literally respawns because of the Ags.
Yeah.
So essentially, like, I thought the Ags was decent before. Everybody's picking it up. Of course, it was pre-nerf, so the Ags was a lot better. But when they added the damage reduction to swap, all of a sudden you're presented with this problem of having to kill the Venge, not wanting to kill the Venge at the same time. So it is way better.
I think it's a good solution though that we should have had a long time ago. That's because it feels really bad being Venge when you swap in and you know, like, I'm just swapping to die.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, and then they give you 2 swaps, which is kind of cool. You could swap yourself in
And then swap
someone
out.
else.
Yeah,
Someone
exactly.
else, good times up top, nice. Opening here, nice. Swap out just as we talked about it, but this, oh, Leno find him easy peasy with that pure damage on the Laguna blade. Yeah, boom, boom. Wow, okay, takes down the first life. Ace is in position to try and cover this. Supreme though, light striker right now, the bombs get dropped from downtown. That's a dead Shadow Beam, but they'll trade him for a Nico, baby. Vengeful Spirit, Tofu, that's him dead though. He won't be coming back just yet. Now, Aramis, he's locking down Bane, and Ace is going to have to get out of here. They've turned it around. Alliance traded 4 for 1.
He is 1v4 right now, and he just missed a Timber Chain.
It's like 5 to 1 for me.
These are the support heroes, though, so I'm not sure if
Well,
they have
it's
the
more of a sort of Benny Hill type situation at this point.
It does seem like that.
He's gonna just, it's 4 for 1, as we said. Yeah.
Yeah, they've given up. They've given up on chasing him.
How does Nico Baby feel right now? It's the Blink Dagger, the BKB's queued up next. I think he's going to be quite happy with it.
He's happy. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, big trade. I mean, it never feels good as position 1 to, even if the entire team is traded, it never feels good to die.
It doesn't, no.
But he's gonna be reasonably happy, especially after game 1. You know? Oh, Global going out. Why?
That's the replay again. You did it again.
I was like, I didn't think it's. I'm like, it's not. He has used it.
Yeah. So I think killing Duraccio there pre-BKB is really important for that fight going the way that it did, because otherwise Ace just frontlines and Duraccio does all the necessary damage with his, he's Razor, so he's gonna output 50 damage.
You know what we're seeing here again? We're seeing an amazing initiation and setup from Lelis. This guy, he pays off time again.
Yeah.
All of that training on South American ping, you know?
Tower is under attack.
Hanskin getting handled here by Ace though, whirling death on him down. Oh, another one, boom, they're actually closing on Artemis. Alliance actually getting caught with their pants down a little bit, spread all over the map, and they lose 2 quick kills. Nico Baby shows here a little bit, gets slowed up now, they'll bring her across Lena. Lena says, no, you're on your own. Alright, I mean, do they know this?
Dire's bottom
I guess so, alright. BKB's up for Lena though, that's something at least, right? Got 8 seconds. And BKB coming for Mars.
Regeneration.
What, is this another 24-minute timing or so, right? Maybe slightly later for the Wraith King because he died
he's Wraith King.
times.
Yeah, he's one of those heroes that, like, you delayed for a little longer. But yeah, and I feel like there always comes a point in Dota where BKB is just such a good item. Like some point in the year, maybe like 2-year cycle, where people just go for it first item on every core role other than carry, and then carry goes for like 3rd item, and we're just there again. Like every few years this happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you go for mostly like movement items in a BKB, you can make an incredible points, right? Like a lot of people are like damaged to armor, whatever, but yeah, movement is super good. Razor getting taken out real quick. Nice arena initiation from Lelis again. Can they find Celery? They do find him, but he's already gone, so. Oh, yeah, that was great. That was huge. Not huge, but it was a nice rapid fire return from Alliance. They just go out and they're like, okay, we're coming in on top of you right now. You tried to pressure us, now we pressured you.
Yeah, they keep catching Duraccio right at the start of these fights, and he's a big damage source right now. He definitely can't die. Like, you would rather...
He's kind of control as well. I know that sounds strange because it's a Razor. Like, sure, he has the slow and the pulse, but because of the link, you don't want to be the guy who gets linked. So you could, like, until he's dead...
It's like a fear, almost.
Yeah,
you have to run away from it. Yeah, sure. Okay, I get that. Yeah.
It's like an anchor, that you can play around.
Yep, for sure. He's really important for these fights. I think the ideal fight for Team Tickles is that Ace gets going on. He gets like
absolutely
a little bit low,
dream.
And then he gets swapped out, and then he regens. That's the dream fight.
Yeah, he comes back on like 16 stacks or whatever, reactive armor, and he's good to go. Well, I mean, there's the max stacks. 24 now. Damn, is that with the shard? No, that's just natural. Jesus. Calm down.
Yeah, they've done some things with the number of stacks in the past.
All right, so 10 to 10, 24k net worth in, and I mean, we talked about late game potential of Razor in the previous game, right? But I feel like Razor can always just man fight Wraith King. Like, I don't think there's ever a point where Wraith King gets... Right? Because he just BKBs, damage drains you, refreshes, pops another BKB. Like, how do you kill them?
In the right scenario, I feel like Razor can man fight almost anything. The problem with Wraith King is that he's so bursty that it's oftentimes hard to get the link off for a long enough duration. He just kills you in one shot. It's like old Wraith King, the whole like, you know, Radiance build, maybe it would be different, but nowadays Wraith King
armlet combo?
Yeah, he's like armlet, Deso, Assault Cuirass, and then sometimes you go for the 25 talent where you use Mortal Strike cooldown. He's a real like physical damage burst.
Oh yeah, if I'm in a right click battle, I'm always going to take the minus 2 seconds on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if they've got a pretty good you know, position 1 who's like a melee fighter, then that's what I'll go for. Or like if I need to up the burst, because it basically doubles your DPS.
Yeah, most people go for that these days, even though the Reincarnation Wraithfire Blast is really good.
I mean, you're going to make it to 30 anyway if the game goes long. But I think that Reincarnation would be more of a like an offlaner type. But how do you play Wraith King as an offlane type hero, like without getting dumpstered?
Hey, teams have done it. I think OG did it.
Yeah, well, there was a period where he was kind of in that niche, and everyone was just like, just pick Razor, and then what's he going to do?
Was it Tundra? Maybe it was Tundra. Some team did it.
I think it was Tundra.
He was in Dota Pit.
No, who was the player? Was it 3-3?
I think it was 33 flying.
Yeah, alright, here we go. Initiation, they go on top of Lelis, he's ready for the spear, forces him back, but Boom goes looking for the silencer, and they're going to take him out of the equation. Mr. Dairatio, it did look like he had double damage, but he's just blue, so that's fine. And Roche is up, so do you want to go in here? But 38 seconds before the silencer's up. Go for it. Nico baby, Ace, he's moving forward. This is what we're talking about. They're going in on him first. He's going to be the initiation vehicle. Oh, I mean, he's going in on them.
Yeah, this is ideal for them. But the thing is, Silencer's dead. He has buyback. I'm sure they know that he's a support, so net worth is pathetic. He's got the buyback, and then he just presses global. Right, that's effectively he's out the fight. He can't TP there now because
take the outpost.
The outpost.
It's nicely done, but they have to be aware on Alliance. They must have read this. There's no other reason to back from that fight that they were taking than to take the Aegis. Like Ace was like dumpstering and Nico being there a little bit. Like he was super low on HP. You know, they could have followed up on it.
He's got the flamethrower, so if
he's got the BKB finished up now on Nico Baby, though. That's going to change things significantly.
Yeah, he needs that against Timber, because otherwise he just gets Timber queued once, loses like half of his HP to it, and then all of a sudden the flamethrower plus the chakram is slowing where you're effectively stunned. So I can, yeah, good BKB game from Nico Baby. Otherwise, if it wasn't a Timber, you might see, you know, Assault Cuirass or Silver Edge, something like that. Maybe more like a
I definitely favor AC in this game simply because they have the Vengeful Spirit plus the Shadow Fiend, right? That minus armor, just having a little bit of extra beef for yourself, but not just for yourself, for the rest of the team, right? Yep. You kind of you soften the blow for your supports if they're with you, and it encourages them to fight with you as well. You know, they're like, hey, stay with the guy with the AC.
Yeah, even Lena does a ton of catching ace.
Oh no! He's dead, right? Can they lock him down full from 1 to 0? Yes, they can. That was perfect. Very nicely done from Alliance there. Like that's just a freebie. Like 70 seconds, no Timber Saw, no buyback.
They're gonna pressure too.
I mean, you have to. Skelly boys are out. We've got a creep wave. They can certainly poke at this tower a little bit. Supreme, he doesn't have a Dragon Lance or anything. He does have a Silver Edge though. No, I was thinking for you know, right click.
Oh, they're going for Jirachi.
Okay.
All right, this is nice.
Looking in from Go Baby, already used it to close in. Actually, Handskin, and he actually forced off there at the low ground, having to TP out. He used literally everything. Now he just has to kind of sit on the sidelines and wait that one out. That was a sweet little 4-staff play. Who played that? It was Silencer that actually had the 4-staff. All right.
Nice quick play from Alliance though. Like that instant TP back after forcing TPs to base.
I mean,
just
this is
really smart.
so good compared to the first game. You know, Alliance
Radiant's top
definitely
tower
finding
is
a
under
little bit of a groove here. And yeah, they might be 3k and an Aegis down at the moment, but I don't have the same sort of fear for them as I had in the first game, where it was just like, oh, these guys are getting slammed. You know?
I'm honestly favoring them in this
Yeah.
one. Just because I feel like Nico Baby is huge and capable of carrying this game. And on the flip side, you have Ace on Timbersaw, where he's owning, he's doing a great job, but it's Timber. You know, it's not going to carry like a Wraith King can where you're just one-shotting people. We'll see. We'll see. Timber with the flamethrower is more of a scary late game hero than he used to be. Just because that slow paired with the Chakram is like an actual disable. And he can kill towers with it.
Shards have really added depth to the game.
They have. Like, tons of heroes are good in the late game that just did not exist in the late game.
And I got hyper excited for Ag's Lab as well, because I know it's like a breeding ground for the frog.
That's where they come
from. He can come out with the most crazy stuff that's broken, and then he just slips it into Dota. You're not looking, you know.
Have you seen the gyro missile where you can ride it?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I like the missile you can ride. There's also a missile that does rocket barrage as you fire it, so you can have people sitting on the missile and shooting in the circles it goes along.
That's the actual gyro shard right now.
Is it? Oh, yeah, is it? You're right. You're right.
Yeah, they
did. Yeah, I played 2 games of gyro.
It's like a recent gyro shard change.
And the first one I easily won, and the second one just horribly wrong. Yeah. Alright, here's the initiation on Ace. Wants to get Light Strike Array, Laguna, everything on the kitchen sink. He's dead, down for 80 seconds. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad.
Yeah, okay, so he's the highest net worth hero. So he's giving 550 gold when he dies like that. And once again, Alliance with the TP.
Yo, they did smoke up here. They're trying for a Dairatsu angle. Oh my god, Silencer gets 4 hit. Almost gets him taken out of the equation. Now the damage drain going through on Lelis. Lelis is done. He's out of there. He does have a buyback though. At least he's responsible with his economy. Up to the high ground, firing into the tower here. Slowly but surely bringing it. I mean, it's not even slowly. It's coming down. Yo, are you sure that presence of the Dark Lord doesn't affect you?
Yeah, I read that on Reddit. I trust Reddit. It wasn't working on Roche.
Well, I mean, it shows on the creeps, but whether or not it actually minuses the enemy. They're chasing back in. Let's go. Dairatsu, Nico Baby, he's quite far forward here. Boom ready with a throws some hands, brings down the first life. Hanskin, ready to back up his bro though. Nico Baby still charging forward. Timbersaw's up in 18 seconds. And I love this from Tickles. Man, they're able to fall back. Didn't actually lose anything there. Like, they managed a complete retreat, orderly retreat.
Yep, together.
Without anyone getting picked up.
After forcing the buyback, and speaking of orderly, in the previous fight, they simultaneously go on Lelis at the same time that they were going on Hanskin. So Hanskin didn't get the global silence off until Lelis was practically dead from the Fiend's grip. So they're doing this like simultaneous initiation thing where they're going on the silencer so he can't global. And it's not an easy thing to execute because you have to see both heroes.
I think they got super lucky though, and well, I say luck, but maybe they created their own luck, right?
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend went in with a silver edge and he wraps around behind the trees there, and he just finds like Hanskin in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that's what kind of like allowed them to set that fight up so easily.
Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. I learned that on a Korean serial killer show.
Oh yeah, I mean it's true though.
Not the killers that said that.
Of course. Here's a little supreme action, a little swappening. He finds them though, the secondary follow-up. They actually killed the Bane as well. Both Celery and Tofu going down there. And at least the Bane has buyback though. They're chasing forward. Nico Baby hungry for some Razor snacks. Alright, the BKB coming out. Boom is here. Alright, the damage drain now. Bane's gonna TP across to try and help a bro out. Lelis comes through with that spear. Breaks it up. Forces him up. Dairatsu saved by the nightmare. Nico Baby goes down for the first time again. Alright, Boom is there. Dairatsu trying to fall back. And it doesn't matter. The BKB from Nico Baby allows him to slice right through that Razor. And Boom's gonna go down now as well. Wow! Our Alliance doing it. Actually.
I mean, Ace is still alive and just getting kited. They're ignoring him. They're like, dude, we don't give a shit.
Illusion, my guy. Forget Timbersaws. Execute everyone else. Oh, Tofu gonna show up. Tofu gonna show up. Let's remember 30 seconds for that reincarnation. Nico Baby swap back up to the high ground. Oh, Lelis can't quite save him. Ace is silenced, so he can't timber chain on top. But Nico Baby's just gonna blink out of there. Adios, muchachos.
Today, he needs some mana regen. This man is always out of mana.
Oh, Lelis is on 10 HP. They will catch catch him. Somehow, some way, Tofu bringing the man down now. Nico Baby with a little blink strike in. Murders up the Vengeful Spirit. Turns him into a spirit of a spirit, I guess. Now Hanskin. Yo, everyone's just dead, man. It's like literally a bloodbath. There's just like 3 heroes left, and Hanskin ain't surviving this one. Bye.
Yeah.
Ace versus Nico Baby. That's all that's left.
I was gonna say, I guess like Ace doesn't need cores. He's just like, fuck it, I'll carry. These guys aren't carrying. I mean, he did so much damage in that fight. The only problem was running out of mana. That's the only issue.
I mean, with a Lotus Orb and a Euls, how do you... I mean, surely you've already combated running out of mana, you would think.
You would think, but he's surviving for so long that he's able to just use his entire mana.
He's got an entire Shiva's Guard now after that fight.
He's a big boy.
That is, that's more mana.
He's a big juicy
More mana
boy.
to play with, I like that.
Yep. Just ignores Nico. He's like, all right, you have ult again. I'm going to kill your support.
As you do, as you do.
Wait, is he eating? All right, dude. Well, you know what? If you're hungry, you're hungry, right? Sometimes a boy's got to eat.
He did kind of get picked there, though. How is that a talent? 1,125 Timber Chain.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
Just a couple of maps. Just a couple of maps.
Yeah, just a few screens there.
Yeah. If you're within 6 screens of this guy, you might be in trouble.
He will go for you, yeah. You're going to get chased down.
All right, we got the smoke play here. What's the Roche situation at the moment? What's he holding on to? Aegis, and you know, Cheese and a full Ag shard there. I mean, who do you think's Ags this should be?
Probably. I mean, it depends on who gets it. But if you're Tickles, probably Razor. But I feel like Ace is owning so much that it's just like, all right, we'll give it to him.
For the second chakra?
Yeah, just give it to him. He's carrying these fights anyway.
I mean, if you do give him the axe, it secures every Roche after that, pretty much.
It does.
Kind of.
It does.
All right, here we go. They're thinking about this. They want to make the play, a little bit of dewarding action, making sure the vision control.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alliance Ags. Lena, pure damage, pretty good. But I also feel like the Snapfire...
Oh, swapping one of this dead snap, yeah. Yeah, do you rate the Laguna Blades going through people? The shard? I've never tried it.
This game, it's...
No, not in this game. I just mean in general.
Radiant's
The egg shard or the egg
shard only.
Oh, the shard.
Like,
it's buggy. I know, I think they patched it, but it's like sometimes it doesn't hit the target that you hit. You know,
well,
you press it on, but it hits everybody in the line.
Ground target it.
Yeah.
So maybe you're just bad at clicking.
No, I'm telling you, it gets smaller. It gets smaller.
All right, they're smoked up. They're hunting. They got themselves a cheeky Aegis.
Wait,
who got the
egg?
We just talked about that.
Oh, they gave it to Duraccio. So now he's top net worth. Of course, he's the double.
Okay, yeah, double Eye of the Storm. All down. They definitely needed a ramp up. Hanskin brought down pretty quickly. They're 52 seconds on the sideline for him. Do you push mid here, or do you want to clean up bottom first? It looks like they want to go mid because it's the easy. No, sort of like.
Close, it's
the most they can do with the time they've got.
Yeah. Definitely most dangerous lane, but
Dire's
close.
middle tower has fallen.
And they cut the bot with, they did the damage good.
I mean, bombs pushed right down. Here comes the arena. Let's set things up. The damage draining. They're under pressure. That double BKB. Supreme, he's getting damage drained up there as well. Nico Baby's back. Is that the second life? I don't know. It's just the first one, actually. He managed to make it away, but they take both set of racks. Still got the cheese, still got the Aegis.
That's a pretty good call from Tickles. Just like ulting, using everything on Duraccio there just to secure the racks.
Nico Baby's hunting though. He wants some revenge right now, and it's gonna be Celery. Bye.
Very well.
Well, didn't lose the gem, so you know, support dead for 45 seconds. Boom's got to be careful though.
Who's next? Oh, can he do something? He's doing it. He's doing it. All right, here comes Anonymous though. Hanskin as well. Boom turning around the other angle. Nico Baby squats through Razor like he ain't even there, mate. I mean, he had a little help from Lena as well, coming in a little bit hardcore. Ace trying to show up for this. The global silence going out, shutting things down. They get a good hold of Supreme here. The flamethrower doing some work. A little cookie play back in. The other way though. Nico Baby in from the side. Boom slams into him. The right click and then the spear from Lelis. That BKB up him keeps him protected. Now Ace is trying to get on top of Nico Baby. Nico Baby's still a second life, right? No, he's got only one life.
If Boom crit him, Nico Baby would be dead right now.
He'd be dead, oh baby. Yeah.
What's the crit chance on that? 30%.
That was a lot better for Alliance than it feels like it should have gone. You know, they played the situation for sure.
Yeah, they just keep killing all of the cores.
Such a great kill on the
Let's see.
Razor.
Am I actually right? Would the crit have killed him? Yeah, oh, definitely. Look at that. Well, that was like, that was so close.
Yeah, they just couldn't quite find him. Your average, when you're wait, Hanska just dead again.
No more from me.
I mean, he breaks him up. Actually got a little swap back in for Artemis. Artemis down. Oh no, things are getting out of control already. Mountains goes downtown, knocks the arena. Nico Baby slicing through Celery again. Now they look for Boom, who's helping place those bombs, dropping from downtown. Wait, they're going looking for Tofu now. A little stun back the other way. And the shotgun says otherwise. Alright, I like this. It's kind of, it's so back and forward, right? Both teams are making smart plays, and stupid plays. I mean, and you know, getting caught off guard or whatever.
Ace is feeling unkillable right now, and I'm not certain that there's any way to actually kill him in this game other than to put literally every spell into him. Well, okay, that helps. That definitely helps.
Sure. The man's got 73% physical resistance before his armor kicks in, by the way.
And once again, if that crit,
he would have been dead.
He would have been dead. I gotta mention it.
He is dead. Yeah, no crits needed there. First life taken. Here comes Tarachi with the blink in. He goes on top of Supreme here. The damage drain running. He'll go for the refresher into the ult. Lel is taking some pain now as well. Got another damage drain for that. You can't speed him away. He's going to refresh himself. The BKB, it's not enough. Celery running through, but here comes Nico Baby answering the call. The blink's right in. And he goes a little slap down. He goes clap down a little further forward, but Ace says no. Takes his first life. Supreme dropping the light strike array. Goes in on top of Boom. Boom, he's in trouble, but BKB on BK on Satanic Action. They're right clicking through here. The flamethrower's not quite enough. Supreme manages to save himself up with the heals from now. Ace, he's I don't think we'll get him as he TP's out, but Hanskin, I think Hanskin gonna have to die again. Hey, but he used his lowest RP move for silence.
Yeah, that was nice. Who does this favor? I mean,
it has got to say Tickles because they've got more heroes up. They've got more pressure on heroes right now. But
they don't have buybacks. You lose your carry again, though.
They bought back on Boom.
Boom bought back. So
nah.
I think that actually favors Alliance because if you kill Boom now, you probably win the game. I still don't know how you kill Ace, but I think you could probably ignore him while Raxing because he's totally out of mana. I feel like you sell the hood and you get a Bloodstone. I know it's a late Bloodstone, but he needs something for mana right now. He is not able to sustain in these fights.
What?
Sheepstick, maybe?
What is the regen?
Oh, he's going sheep. Okay.
Nice. Yeah. Do you think he's going to ditch the hood completely then?
I think so. At this point, you know.
What about if he'd gone Mage Slayer instead of hood?
Mage Slayer Timbersaw.
I know what you're thinking.
But why don't you get right-click people?
When you right-click them, when you come up close, you only need to hit them once.
How long does that last for?
5 seconds?
5 seconds?
They've got a lead now.
I'm convinced.
It's 6 seconds, by the way.
I'm convinced. That sounds legit.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have that shield of damage.
Yeah.
So
Timber,
it's way more useful.
Timber loves
time.
that big right-click damage as well from the Mage Slayer. It's huge.
Oh no, it's not for the damage on the right clicks, it's for the effect. They're smoked up. They're going.
It does look cool.
Dire are scanning.
Nico's not the hero you want to run. That is the hero.
Okay, if they can find him, they got to swap back in. Of course they can find him, but the BKB coming through, tries to run the gauntlet. He's almost making it, but no, the crit finally comes from Boom. He finally gets one. Brings him down, easy peasy. 94 seconds on the sideline. No buyback, by the way. How short is he? 835 gold. That's a yikes.
Yeah, that's not a buyback cooldown. I mean, the saving grace for Alliance is that you know that Tickles doesn't know that he doesn't have buyback because there's no, obvious.
There'd be no reason not to have buyback.
Yeah, there'd be no reason not to have it at this point. So you'd assume like, okay, he has it or he's really close. So instead of just rushing down mid and going to throne because the Lina has no buyback, Tickles is like, okay, we're going to use it to control the map. Maybe we could force the buyback, but whatever. We'll be safe. Roche is going to respawn, so we'll play for that.
When you're one game up and you're at this point in the game, I think I'm okay with playing more safely.
But
sometimes,
okay, I think you're going to say the opposite.
No, I mean playing more safely in regards to like let's just lock it down, play it by the numbers and finish the game.
Sure. Okay.
You know.
I'd be like, we got one game in the bank. Let's
It's a
go.
freebie for us to go mental.
Yeah, let's go.
Show people what we've got.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
You're a bit of a diva then, aren't you? A little bit of a peacocker.
Yeah, a bit of
You want
a
people to see your sweet moves.
bit of a peacock. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's only the male peacocks that are the colorful ones.
Yeah. It's the your lady ones that do the choosing.
Yeah.
They're the judges. They're the judgmental ones.
Has
See?
fallen.
That's fair. You know, what the hell are these?
But that's what I'm talking about, man. Look at that. They play it by the numbers. They don't force it. They don't go, over the top. It's a lot less exciting.
That is playing it. That is a Chad move. Buying a rapier. That is an absolute Chad move.
Wait, did he buy rapier
On Nico, baby. He's got a full.
I mean, you
rapier.
say Chad, I say desperation. Like, this rapier is or loser, I think.
To be fair, though, to be the devil's advocate, he is Wraith King. He does have another
Wraith King,
life.
two lives.
It's probably the best
sure.
hero. It's like Gyro, Wraith King. These are like the two heroes.
They're smoked
Rapier.
up. They want to put it into action here. They must know though, right? They're aware on Tickles of this, right?
I think so. I think they must have seen it mid. They surely clicked him.
The illusion. The illusions don't break. Oh no. Your smoke did not break, Nico, baby. Why? Maybe it did break out because the guy was on the high ground.
I think he blinked in
And
without
yeah,
he was confident that it was.
All right, 98 seconds again. No buyback on Supreme. Oh no, have they just played themselves out of the game? They're going to go back for the Roche. They're going to go for the Roche right now. Aegis and Cheese.
Alliance is fine. Once again, Supreme's the one that died, and they don't know that he does not buy back.
True.
So there's no way to like rush down mid. You still have Rapier on Nico, baby. Even though there's smoke, so you can try for another initiation.
It's difficult though. You're going into this 4 versus 5. Let's see whether or not they can get the lockdown, the Aegis, the shard. Everything's in hand, and it's too quick. It's too quick for them to respond to. Alliance just missing the mark, just slightly there, but not. Because you don't want to look for that fight right now. You know, without Supreme, you don't want to go into that 4 versus 5. And then I think Celery probably just calls for it, you know. He's like, we have to make the play. All right, they're going in, they're going looking, they're going fishing right now. And Nico, baby. He's got the overwhelming blink done up here, BKB. He's got Lincoln Sphere as well. Cheeky Lincolns. I like that.
Ace found hands on the bot lane.
It's bringing him down.
Who does not have a buyback.
Oh.
So that means Global Silence is out of the next fight, which means Celery gets to actually be a hero in this game. He can use Fiend's Grip. My boy.
I like it, man. Playing Dota by the numbers. Keep it, you don't overextend. You don't have to. Like, if you're so far ahead, you just play what you've got.
Yeah.
And you just play it, if you play it perfectly, as in you don't make too many, any mistakes or too many mistakes, you're just going to clean this game up and win it,
I think in general playing like that, the outposts have really helped. The fact that the TP boots are extremely OP. An outpost, the fact that you can clear across the map very quickly and then still get back to your team, it's fairly safe and easy to just be like, okay, somebody's full pushing us, let's just go kill them first before high grounding. We don't need to do anything crazy.
We don't need to base race. We don't need to,
The days of that are over for now.
Well, no, you still get some teams like Arkosh who are particularly chaotic in that effect where they just go for it. Oh, this is a good defense again from that. So they drop the arena. Nice swap in, swap out. Toki's still alive. Dairachi in here with the BKB running. 9 seconds for the global. Come back up. They take the first life down. Easy peasy. Who was that? No problemo. Dairachi taking out Armas. Armas for the buyback though. Coming in hot. Nico baby slaps down on Ace. He's still alive. The Nightmare saving him somehow, some way. Finally does go down, but with double buybacks up and available for Tickles, it doesn't feel too scary just yet. Here comes through with the counter initiation on Mark. Nico maybe a little bit too far forward. First of his life's used. Oh no, he tried to pop the ult. Oh, did you see that? He popped the global silence. He can't get him out.
Yeah.
And Nico's dead anyway. That's GG. Oh, he's got buyback. He's got buyback. Rapier's on the ground. Supreme's still in the game. Yeah, he's got the Rapier. Come through.
Oh my god, very well played.
Oh, Kaka, they'll take down that final set of rocks. It's Megas then. Going in a little bit deeper. Supreme probably quite happy to have the Rapier, right? I mean, it's pretty good in a ranged hero, like with a Scadi.
I think because a teammate...
Yeah, we can't use it yet. Yeah, you're right.
But he can give it back.
Gives it back. Yes,
still very important. So Wraith King has a cleave talent too now.
Yeah.
So,
at level 20. I feel it should be at level 15. It should stay the same and should be at level 15.
Well, then again, Wraith King's pretty good right now, so screw that hero.
Yeah, but I am a Wraith King spammer.
I see. Okay. Naturally, of course. So it should be at level 10 then.
No, that's too early.
I see. You're very reasonable sort of game balancer. Okay, I see.
I'd feel like it was broken. So we're here with this final defense of Alliance, you think, with the rapier positioning. Nico baby, BKB ready to go, second life ready to go.
Yeah.
No shard or axe. Very interesting.
We could see a bit of a 70-minute game, get some of that 60-minute neutral item action. I'm down for that.
Oh, I'd be down for some giant ring.
Yeah.
With these 3 strength heroes.
Let's
Giant ring timber saw.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I would like to see Giants King, Giants. I'm losing it. Giants Ring, Wraith King. Say that 10 times fast.
Giant ring Wraith King. Giant ring Wraith King. Giant ring Wraith King.
It's hard. All right.
No, I believe you. It's a tongue twister. Yeah, I've had that.
He could.
Because you're a big meaty strength hero.
Yeah, you can base race.
Stride across the
Yeah, you
terrain.
just run into the enemy base over.
All right, here we go. The smokening.
Tickles
in their favorite spot on the map, this patch. Oh no, Lyle's destroyed just in the blink of an eye. 92 seconds though. He has buyback. He's not feeling too grim just yet. And Tofu, he's looking for another swap here on the edge of things. Creep wave gonna go in, give them some more information. Dangling here. Supreme having a little look at things. Who's coming through the mid lane? Razor, all right. They just want to get a little bit closer now. They want to close that gap. Oh, they smoked up from Alliance. They want to make the counterplay. They want to punish them hard here. Here we go. Look at this. The long sweep round the side here. They want to get on top of Boom. The Light Striker ready to stun. The Lotus Orb holding him in place. Now the bomb's getting dropped from Granny downtown. Supreme, he pops off that BKB, turns looking for Tofu, but Tofu's got that tanky. They already blinked in the middle of the Nico baby with the rapier. He's trying to bring them down. I mean, he has got somebody here. I think Timber saw he's dripped up, he's stand up, but the first life used on the Rage King. Rapier going to be in danger this time. Ace gets swapped out. That's what we talked about earlier on. That's the exact kind of swap that you want on the Timber. He'll be back soon, no worries. Nico maybe has to pop the BKB and fall back. And look at the goddamn Ancient, man. It's almost done. They're throwing down the right clicks. Can they actually hold for much longer? I don't think they're actually going to break their way through this. Tickles take the second series, but damn, Alliance finally showing some signs of life.
Yeah, they made it difficult for them. A bit of a sloppy game from Team Tickles, which it does happen for them occasionally, and they're very vocal about it in interviews.
I think, I mean, their draft was really good against what Alliance had, but Alliance made them pay for that.
They did. Alliance, they played a lot better in this one. Whatever, you know, talking to Lelis gave the boys definitely worked out to a degree, but Tickles too strong. Ace in particular went for about 40 minutes without dying on Timbersaw. He was kind of the true carry.
You could say he was an Ace space creator.
You could say that.
You could say that.
You could absolutely.
No, I'd say absolutely. Ace MVP there. He
he's a guy.
made so much space for
Celery
the
too,
team.
with the nightmare saves.
Celery with the big brain plays. That first grip where he grabs the silencer and the Lina, I think that instantly turns around the pace at that point. Alliance were trying to come up on top of them. Perfect.
Yeah. Carried by the supports this game, if you consider the support role, which of course
I would say it's definitely
like a half and half.
Semi.